Hi everyone, it's me, Coffee Stitcher. I'm sorry that it's been a little bit. I had, for those of you that didn't see on Facebook, um, the logic board in my laptop died completely. So I had to send it to the Apple Store and only got it back Friday afternoon. So I've been without a laptop for over a week. So, yeah. Um, So yeah, so I'm way behind on FlossTube. So how's everyone else's week been? Okay. My hair looks awful today. Um, this is gonna probably be a very short video because not a lot has happened. Right after I got back from San Diego, I got called in that Sunday of my last video. I didn't get a day off until yesterday between the old job and starting my new job. Um, so it's been go, 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 go. Um, the old job has not paid me since I got back from San Diego, so we're trying to figure that out. But on the bright side, the new job will pay me on the 31st. So I have money coming. No, I take it back. I did get paid last week, but I didn't get paid as in, like, not the week we just had, but the week before. So I still have one more full week and then a partial week and any vacation left. I think it's just a glitch because of the way the transition and the conversions were happening and my employee ID number and several other things. So I'm thinking it's just a glitch. Um, but we'll see. However, before I found that out and that I wasn't going to be getting paid, was the lock-in at Stitch Snitch. So I bought two things, and then I won a chatelaine from Brenda, and I've been meaning to message you, Brenda, and I'm a terrible person. But I got a printed chatelaine. This one is Chatelaine Mystery Mandala Garden 4, formerly Mystery 4. It's Misty Morning Vineyard, and it's got peacocks, and it's really, really pretty. And I did, because I was curious, I did the breakdown, and it is cheaper to order the kit from European Cross Stitch. So that'll be what I do when I eventually decide to do this one. So, yeah, so I got that. Yay, thank you, Brenda. And then I picked up two things, which, in hindsight now, I'm like, well, I shouldn't have done that. One of them is from Bent Creek. It's called, The Haunted House Petrified Party. And I'm trying to see if there's a color picture of the completed version, and there's not. So, it's a three-parter. This is the first part. And I'll use this to cover up the chart. But there you go. That's what it looks like when it's finished. So there's two other parts. And it fits on a fat ape. Like, it's not very big. Here's part 2. It's a witch with her cauldron. And part 3 is ghosts in the attic. And then there's also a separate piece that I did not buy that's like a garage that sort of you do separately. So yeah, so there's that. So that was, I thought, pretty neat. I also bought some perforated paper and some needles, but that's not important enough to show. And then she had this, which I owe Tracy sort of a thank you and sort of a for introducing me to. It's a Prairie Moon. And on first glance, you're probably like, well, why did Garrett buy this? This has nothing to do with his normal interests. Until you realize there's a bunny dressed as a witch spelling out Surrender Peter, like Surrender Dorothy. So, I had to have it. So, but it's not very big. It would be a quick stitch. So, oh, he's awake. So there's that. Stitch-wise, because of the ridiculous amount of work I was putting in, um, and because I have also sort of started seeing someone again, but this one's so far shaping up much, much better than the last one, including the fact that he respects that I, have a life of my own. Don't always want to be around him, but because it's like that brand new thing, and he's a teacher and school starts, so we've been hanging out a lot this week. So combination of that and combination of the fact that I'm just damn tired from work. Um, um, so let's see. I did work on the Chatelaine. And I probably would have done more work on the Chatelaine, but since the pattern is digital and I hate trying to get patterns off my phone, it I didn't get any farther. And I think I'm now caught up to Tracy. Um, so I got the frames done. I started doing the black work. I hate black work to the point that I am very strongly considering finishing it and either just not doing it altogether or taking out the little waves around the side. Because I really, really, really hate the black work. But I did get the jellyfish finished. That's part 2. So there they are. They're all sparkly.
Ooh.
So they are Peter, Paul, and Mary. So it was my first time using Petite Treasure Braid. I think I actually do prefer Kreinik. But that's okay. But yeah, they were a lot of fun and really fast to stitch in comparison. Like I did the 3 jellyfish in like 2 evenings, whereas it took me like 2 weeks to do the frame and everything else. So I think the rest of this chatelaine is probably going to go a lot quicker once we get going. So I need to get with Tracy. And then because I didn't have a lot of time when I got home last Saturday, because when I had to be back at the Apple store and when I worked, and then over to Stitch Knit's Lock-In, I grabbed Paradise Lost because I knew I could travel with it, and that I had everything ready for it. So I got more done, not as much as I was wanting to get done. I didn't bring my floor stand with me, and I should have, because my arm got really tired of holding the Q-snap. But I got a little bit more because I was going cross-eyed trying to do the cream on the fabric in the God Cloud. So they let me borrow the chart because I didn't bring the full chart with me. So I did a little bit of the green. So those, I believe, are the last parts of the upper leaves in the tree. And then there's a little bit more on this side. But the tree's top is almost done. I had originally intended to use blending filament in the God Cloud, only to learn that there is not a cream or ecru colored blending filament, and I was too leery of trying to do it with the other ones. Apparently, what my LNS was told is that Kreinik, every time they tried to make one, they could either get a color that worked fantastic as a blending filament, but was crap in the braids, or vice versa. So, in case anyone ever wondered why doesn't Kreinik make an ecru or a cream? That's why. Is they just can't get it correct in the blending filament. So there we go. So this week's project, because I have kind of thrown several things out the window, and until I get settled in the new job, that's probably how it's going to be. So I'm currently working on Master and the Macabre, and guess what? I finished the roof! It's done! So, and now all the rest of it is just sort of coming together very quickly. I did finished out the window frame, but basically the roof that you see, the green, dark green up above, the bricks, the window frame, and the little black parts inside the frame. Yeah, I basically did all of that in about 2 hours yesterday. So, because I had like 3 rows left of the roof. So, it took me forever, and then now it's just sort of breezing by. So that's going to be working on at the moment, because we're still in August ABCs, and there are ABCs on this. Next month is September. Duh. So we got 1 more week, and then we'll start September's specialty stitch September, which means Blue Jeans and Daisies will come back out. Obviously, the chatelaine. I think those are really my pieces that have the specialty stitches right now, because I'm kind of waiting on Watsits until we see what the rest of the pumpkins do. Which reminds me, I need to download Phantom and put that in my Dropbox. So yeah. And actually, I was very excited to see Phantom. I don't know if Phantom will carry over to Watsits. Some of the ones that don't carry to Watsits, I may end up doing like individually, because I really like them, like Phantom, or if I can't carry like Secret Garden, I was struggling with. So once I get a paycheck in, I'm actually going to stitch up my design. Well, designs. It's a set of 3. But I need to get some money in and get some bills paid, and then I can buy the supplies for it. So I'm hopeful that maybe by the end of October, I will have it for sale. I've kind of given up, I think, on trying to get Raven Queen kitted up. Yeah, I've got the beads, and yes, I've got the pattern, but I don't really have the fabric. I want to do it on an orange, but I don't have an orange in my stash. And until I really get settled in and get kind of caught up on everything, I really don't need to spend the money. Also, because Santa, the Spirit of Oz Santa, released from Brooke, and I have to do that. Seriously, there's no question about it. I have to do it. So, yeah. Anyhow, I think that's really about everything I've got. I'm sorry it's such a short video. I will hopefully have more for you at a later date. So yeah, so this is my whip of the week. Yeah. So, oh, well, technically, I guess I do still have, next month I'll also have my next piece of Scream House. And since almost every square of it has Smyrna stitches, that counts as specialty. So, anyhow, I hope everyone's doing well, and I will see you all later. Oh, the giveaway for my 1,000 subscribers is coming, once I get everything settled financially. So that's coming. It's going to be delayed. It may end up being a $1,500 subscriber, 1,500 subscriber giveaway, in which case it'll be 2 things. And to make up for the fact that I couldn't do the 1,000 when I wanted to. So, anyhow, that's about it. Bye, y'all.